Hello, Dr. Milson. Welcome to the video.
This is our team member, Richard, Maxim, Safe, and Mark.
Today we are going to talk about age population in Japan and how does it affect the hospitality industry.
I hope you enjoyed the video.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Idiot. Oh, you're filming?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Japan, country of the rising sun, with a unique food, technology, culture. Do you know that with a GDP of around 5,000 billion, it's actually the third wealthiest country in the world. On the second spot is China, and on the first spot, better ingredient, better pizza, Papa John's. It's actually United States if you didn't understand the joke. But anyway, Japan is facing a real demographic disaster. With around 126 million people, 34 million people are over 65 years old, which means this represents 27% of the population. Fun fact, Japan is actually the oldest country in the world. I mean by population. By history, I don't know. But as a student of hospitality, I wonder what kind of impact this has on the economy, politics, and also on the hospitality industry of Japan. How about we go check it ourselves?
Japan, you mean?
Yeah, let's go! Hey everyone, welcome to Japan. It's definitely not pleasant. We just arrived in Yoshinoyama near the prefecture of Nara. And now we just arrived at the hotel, so let me do first the check-in before giving you some more information. Before we start, do you guys know what is aging population? According to the World Health Organization, aging population is when the proportion of elderly in the population is increasing due to a continued decline of fertility rates or increase of life expectancy. In the case of Japan, it's both. In the situation of Japan, the fertility rate is around 1.4, which means it's the number 20 on the ranking for all the countries with the lowest fertility rate. And the life expectancy is 84 years, which means it's the number 1 actually in the world. Also, according to the World Health Organization, if a proportion of elderly is over 7%, the society is aging. If it's over 21%, it's actually a super aging society. And in the case of Japan, with 27%, it's a hyper aging society. I think this is my room. Don't sleep too late. Tomorrow we have an interview to do.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
While the team is sleeping, let me explain to you the reasons behind Japan's low fertility rate and high life expectancy. First, life expectancy can be longer for many reasons such as healthy diet or regular physical activities. But the main reason is as the technologies are getting better and better than before, more and more Japanese people are able to reach education and profit the Japanese national health care system. As the quality in living is being more developed, laws are being strengthened as people become the wealthier. Furthermore, people will have to pay taxes more than before for developing their countries. And this would cause increase of life expectancy. For the birth rate, the main reason for such a low fertility rate is the low marriage rate. Research recently claimed that 24% of Japanese men hadn't married by the age of 50, compared to 14% of women. According to the 2015 National Fertility Survey of unmarried men and women, aged 18 to 34 shows that 60% of men and 50% of women stated that they don't want to get married, which 48% of men stated they will lose their freedom if they get married, and they want to use their money on themselves. It is estimated that in 2035, 1 in 3 men will be unmarried for life. Recently, there have also been more service provided for people traveling alone in hotel and restaurant. However, this means that Japanese government will have to spend more for the elderly persons as there are more elderly people in the future. Now let's get back to the investigation team.
Hello guys, good morning. So today we have a guest. We're going to interview Komaji Sensei, who is a researcher and professor at the Kyoto University. Komaji Sensei, よろしくお願いします。はい、こんにちは。よろしくお願いします。So, Komaji Sensei, 日本の一番松尾は好きですか？
はい、もちろんです。
Komaji Sensei, 日本の老化の計画は何ですか？
そうですね。日本は今
Due to the aging of the population, a series of expenses like the medical, drug, pensions will also increase, but there's not enough labor to support it. These situations also lead to big changes in the Japanese society, such as the workforce layout. As labor shortage bites, the Japanese government wants to attract more and more foreign workers to come. Japan has optimized visa procedures for foreigners, and foreigners who can pass Japanese tests are expected to obtain a 5-year Japanese working visa. At the same time, Japan is also promoting college students to work part-time, whether it's Japanese students or international students. After the graduation, the student would like to continue to work in Japan, your family is allowed to accompany you, and your children is also allowed to access Japanese school. Japanese government is also investing a lot of money on the robot industry. Since the 1970s, Japan has been at the world's cutting edge of industrial robotics. Robots can not only fill the gap for the labor shortage, but can also take care of elderly people. I see so Japan government know how serious the situation is and are already looking for alternative solutions for solving the demographic crisis.
So Japan is very aware of the situation and is already looking for multiple alternative solutions to solve the problem. So thank you very much, Mr. Komaji Sensei. It was a very interesting interview. So now we have one last interview with someone, and he's going to give us a micro perspective of the situation, since Komaji Sensei gave us a macro view of the situation. ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Okay, let's go.
While the investigation team is heading to their next destination, I'm going to give more insight about the robot industry in Japan. This is the Hannan Hotel Tokyo Bay, the world's first ever hotel which is almost entirely run by robots. To solve the issue of decreasing labor force, this hotel decided to hire robots for various positions such as receptionist, bellboy, trash collector, in-room robots, etc. All the robots can work 24/7 without break or eating and can also speak in various languages. Only 7 human staff are hired for maintaining the robots or replacing them if a specific service cannot be delivered by robots. The medical industry also made a lot of progress on the robotic domain by creating robots who can take care of the elderly by helping them to fight against loneliness, check on the current health situation, and helping them to perform surgery. Other examples such as the Apple Watch can detect the cardiac arrest and call 911 automatically. The issue of aging society become a business opportunity for the robotic and AI industry.
Hello again, everyone. So now we are at our second and last interview of the day. Now we are going to interview Mr. Honda, who is F&B director of the St. Regis Osaka. He's been working in the hospitality industry for over 30 years and is the opening staff of the hotel. Hello, Mr. Honda.
Nice to meet you.
So, I have a few questions to ask you.
Yes, please.
So first of all, is there a lot of elder working in the hotel?
Yes, we do have some cooperations with them.
And in which department they work, most of them?
So normally we hire them as the housekeeper or the dishwasher.
And why in Japan elder continue to work even after their retirement?
Because as we know, the Japanese retirement age is around 60. But I think because the pension is not really high in Japan, so I don't think it's enough cover their daily spending. So that's why maybe they, even after the retirement age, they are still working.
So how do you hire all elder people in the hotel?
Normally we just have the cooperation with the outsourcing company. So we don't in charge of the recruitment for the elderly people, but it depends on the agency. So they gonna send some of them to come here to work with us.
I see. And do they work as long as the normal employee?
Not at all. Like in our hotel, it's like the normal staff is every day need to work for 9 hours, but including 1 hour's break. But the elderly people only work for 6 hours, like 4 to 6 hours maximum.
Oh, I see. So Mr. Honda give us a lot more information from the perspective of an employee. Thank you very much, Mr. Honda. This was my last question.
You are welcome. So if you guys can come to my restaurant and have a meal, and while eating the meal, you also can ask the staff of our restaurant.
That's a good idea, I think. Let's go, Richard.
Okay, let's go.
While Japanese elder present a big challenge for the public finance, they are doing their best to make the country economy going. Japanese elder represent 27% of the population. They also represent 50% of the consumer spending. And according to Forbes, the Japanese elderly proportion will rise up to 38% for 2065. And thus, Japanese elder are also a business opportunity for the hospitality industry. However, their purchasing behavior are very different comparing to the young adults' counterpart. Let's make a comparison with France. While both country retirement age is approximately the same, 62 for France and 60 for Japan, the social protection income is very different. In France, the government pay an average of 1,100 euro per month for its elder, while Japanese elder receive only 410 euro per month. This means that with self-saving, Japanese elder have no choice but continue working even after their retirement, while their French counterpart could live on with the social protection only. I remember I said could. However, Japanese elder does not save up money compared to the young adult and love to consume. Of course, they will probably not choose to stay in a 5-star hotel or to shopping in a luxury department store, but they will spend more on 3 to 4 stars hotel, buying discount ticket plan, and enjoy shopping store who are targeting middle-class people. Japanese seniors are actually driving consumption growth as Japan ages.
Wow, it was disgusting. I wonder how they compete with other restaurants. You are filming?
Yes.
As conclusion of this investigation, the Japanese government are very aware of the seriousness of the problem. Even if they are doing a lot of policy to increase the fertility rate and also invest on robotic to fill the gaps, it's still far from solving the problem. The issue is like a sort of Damocles hanging up Japan. What should they do for the future? Should they extend the retirement age or welcome more foreigners? Only time will tell us. If you enjoyed this video, please put a like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to click on the notification button. And see you next time. Peace.